Yeah, I think. Oh, there's Amanda. Oh, it's so hot. I love that, like, slow dress. Oh, his. That doesn't look like Laura's good chair. I think it. Ben, I'm on the back of the carpet, I can't talk. A few people, but yeah, anyway, gotta go. Love you. Well, go away, my brother. No. Oh, yeah. Oh. Georgia and Anton together. Oh, here's Paul from the Traitors. Oh, and Harry. Pardon?
Andrew Jenkins.
Yeah.
Well. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just said that. Oh, here's Jessie and Farmer Will over there. Jessie and Farmer Will from Love Island. Jessie Winter and Will Young. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Not one of like. Oh no, no, yeah. Like just for myself.
Wait, hold on, is that Rashly? Oh, a table. Oh, fine. I know, but the thing is, but Rupert, the thing is, Rupert likes one of like something and then two, we're talk radio, Rupert likes it, slate it. Jessie, well, quick. quick chat. How are you guys doing? Looking very smart and gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, hardly. I'm bloody boiling and probably sweating out my arse. Anyway, I mean, you guys are now. You guys are back in the UK. Where were you both together last? UK or Australia? Is it hard for both of you coming continuously back and forward?
To be honest, I honestly quite love it.
Yeah. Oh no, then it gets like the panic stage. What's your favorite colour?
So we actually love it.
And also, Jessie, I know you've been taking part in some of the birthing of the calves and a bit of the farm work. How's that been?
Yeah, as she should be.
Let me tell you something really funny though. So the first time when I taught her how to lamb a sheep, first of all she thought lambing a sheep was massaging the animal's belly. No, massaging the animal's belly, like as before. And then secondly, the lamb was like coming out, and I was like, you've got to pull it. And then she got her finger and started rubbing its head like that. And I was like, no, you have to get stuck in.
Yeah, you have to get your hands in there.
I mean, was it a bit gross?
It's dirty work, but you know what? It's worth it because the lamb's really cute and it's beautiful. And I've got smaller hands than her, so it's less painful to keep. Like, fine hands for her.
And what is the tip to kind of maintaining that long distance relationship?
Just spend every day with each other.
I think if you want to make it work, you will. So instead of finding the negatives, you always try to
And maybe, you know, ring on the finger soon, maybe?
Maybe about it, 100%. We are doing that.
Love it. Love it. Well, congrats, you guys are here. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you so much.
No, that's the whole point. It's like, I'm sorry, because when you like that, when you get so big, oh no, my babe. Yes. Also, right, just to say, he says the most He's amazing. He's amazing. Right.
I think the only thing you can do is be yourself. And then, I think, always there are times to sometimes it's like the outer week, and I'd be back in Ireland, and I'd like to look back on my home because I gave up my house. And instead, maybe I manifested. Oh my gosh.
She looks.
I'm good, thank you. I really love life. Okay. Yes. I did, maybe not every episode, but I wasn't keeping track of that. I didn't know. Like, it didn't feel any different. Good way to try it.
How are you?
And
Love the hair.
yeah,
I love it.
and it's watched most of all the Love Island, so I enjoy Love Island. Okay, thank you. Now I can answer questions about that. Thank you so much.
Oh. I know. Fine.
They're like probably 15 minutes away from me. Oh, okay. It's just like a delay. No, obviously, so he's not so lovely to meet you. And you wanted Amish, didn't you? And you guys wanted Amish, didn't you? Yeah, lovely.
There, all the way at the end. I'm doing radio, but obviously I'm sharing, so. Well, I don't know. She got invited, and then there's Flick, who's actually here, who's the deputy editor. He's going. I think. Yeah.
Next, okay.
We can. I think we're not sure. I think it's the rumour. Good. How are you?
Benji away still?
Yeah. No, he's back. He's back. He's just come back. He literally is gallivanting. I said to him, surely with the rats. So gallivanting with the rats.
I don't even ask who's on holiday with them, but there's no point.
No, there's not. Of course, there's no point. And it's so funny because I saw Georgia and Demi at the IF premiere, and they're like, "Oh, is he having a good time?" I'm like, "I don't know." So funny.
He never looks like he's having that.
Well, yeah, because he's too busy posing to actually enjoy it.
He's on FaceTime.
Oh, bless him.
How's life after you?
We don't talk about that time of my life.
I'm still working.
Oh God, it's.
Eamon's still rocking on.
Well, no, listen, Eamon, how's he actually doing? Is he all right? Because
That's what I say.
I saw him at James Wells dinner, and he's a bit. He wasn't that friendly. It seemed like.
If the job wasn't sitting down,
Yeah, of course. But also, like, I mean, I know they bring him a separate chair and all, but like that desk, like that breakfast spot, it's awful for him, isn't it?
like every week I'm calling Angelo going.
Oh, how?
Or Angelo's calling me going.
No, how? No.
I got on with him, but then I didn't work with him. Like, I look after the
Well,
star name that he wants.
of course, he's gonna be sucking up to you. Of course he is.
Takes me for lunch.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh, well, no, genuinely, I genuinely hope he's all right.
Well, we're going to do BritBox and come back to you.
Yeah? Fine. They're doing BritBox and coming back.
Sorry. Oh, wait, maybe Harry knows what's going on. Everyone else then.
Usually Millie Macintosh has something film or something. And that actually, like, you can just have very summer dresses. Summer dresses, like, really.
Yeah, that's my opinion. So ask someone else. Let me pick up my pen because they might think it's a different way. Like hell.
I think you should love that.
Well, me too. So, no, it's amazing. Everything's in the spirit of the game. And yeah, anything that's way too early to win. So, there's no grudges, it's all friendships in life. Harry did amazingly well. And it's very good.
Would you like a quick word about CEO? Back to CEO came in. And I think everyone she's here. She'll be ready in a minute.
No one else would have done that.
Everything and I don't know like or anyone not only here but also
How did you feel when you first received that nomination? What was your reaction? What's the story?
Yeah, don't tell anyone. Cheers, guys. Love this. Media first? Yes.
Yeah.
Media, okay, guys.
Hi, this is PA for you. Hi guys.
Hi, how you doing?
Drop the mic, please.
Oh, amazing. This is a proper dream come true pinch me moment, isn't it?
I can't believe it. I mean, just it doesn't seem real. Like this doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like normal life. It's like a dream that you're just going to wake up from.
It is a dream, isn't it? Is this a dream, actually? Would you tell us?
Basically, wake us up. Or just leave us in it. Don't even wake me up. If it is a dream, don't wake me up, honestly.
People celebrating Harry's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I think I find the celebrity bit weird because like when you say normal people, obviously everyone's normal, but when it's someone like in the street as such, it's like you just talk like you're down the pub or something like that. Yeah.
It doesn't really seem weird. But then when it's a celebrity that you've watched on TV, they come and say, "Oh my god, I loved you on the show." It's like, I loved you on this, I loved you on that. It's just so weird. It's like a surreal moment, isn't it?
It is bizarre. It's like you have a moment where they're talking to you and you go, you know who you are, don't you? Like, why are you coming to say hello to us?
Yeah.
And then they want a picture with you, which is even more bizarre.
Yeah.
and Harry, you opened up this
I mean, I don't know where that came. I never said I had sleep deprivation as such.
You're
I
just
said,
tired.
You're just tired. Yeah, I know. I didn't say it like in the words. Yeah, I didn't say in the words it was sleep deprivation. You was always looked after. Studio Lambert and the production team were amazing.
Yeah.
It was just due to the amount of work you had to do, especially as a traitor. You was just tired because you didn't have as much time to sleep. That was basically what I was getting.
You are just exhausted.
Yeah.
I think everyone's almost in the same boat. But yeah, for the traitors, it's like our brains can never switch off because we've got to plan the next day's worth of strategy and things that are going on. So yeah.
And you're lying constantly too. So like I know it's like weird to say, but like you are lying constantly, as in even down to the little points of you can't look any more tired than anyone else. So like if that makes sense, you're basically lying by facial features, emotions and stuff like that because you've got the same amount of sleep as everyone else because they don't realise you've been up murdering people while they're asleep. So,
Exactly right, yeah.
It's a weird combination.
Lying is tiring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it
Yeah.
for longer than 3 weeks.
Unless it's for 100 grand.
Unless it's for 100 grand.
it feels like you really have to
God, yeah. Yeah, overthinking was just like, especially for me, I think Harry was a little bit more like natural and went through it better than I did. But like, I was like proper doing like, I was writing scripts. He's going to say this the next day, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, I'm going to plant this seed. So like, I think I went too far with it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, obviously the trailers is great entertainment. Do you guys watch any other series like that? And do you have any TV series from this year, possibly 2023?
God, I don't really watch like The Traitors is the best show in the world.
Yeah.
So anything else, it doesn't feel as good watching it.
The weirdest thing is that I never watched The Traitors beforehand either, and I've not watched any of the others. So it's like, I literally know The Traitors from my series and my series alone, which is absolutely mental. But yeah, like Paul said, I think I'm very much of a Netflix guy, so
Yeah,
I love The Gentleman. That is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
I think that is probably one of my favourite TV shows.
Yeah, same actually.
Going, especially this year.
You like your gangster stuff, don't
Yeah,
you?
I love my
Yeah,
gangster.
you do. Yeah, yeah.
You can't tell I'm a bit of a gangster. A lion thieving gangster.
If Peaky Blinders comes back, you know to cast as your lead actor.
Thank you.
We will. Loved it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hello, I've got Sarah Pott, who's the chair of Bafta. Chair of Bafta. Yeah.
I'm worried about your lack of hats.
I'm hoping you've all got hats.
What is this?
Oh, we need some Bafta branded as well.
Well, no, just feeling like finished.
Do
you want me to?
Well, we've just missed it, so we'll be on next year's one, so hopefully everyone still knows us by then.
You've got to give other people a shot. So we'll give all the other shows, I don't even know what they're called, and then next year we'll obviously win everything.
They're all my favourites. I think one of the things that I would comment on is how lovely it is to be able to celebrate with shows like The Crown and Succession and Happy Valley as they came to their finales. You know, shows that have given us so much challenge and joy and delight over the last few years are now over. So to be able to sort of be here with the practitioners making and starring in those programmes and celebrate with them is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite good at, like, I don't even see it, really. So, like, my For You page and TikTok, stuff like that.
Several things. I think we have a huge amount of talent in this country. We are natural storytellers. When you look, you know, in the Bafta Craft Awards that happened a couple of weeks ago, at the standard of writing for the Drama Writing Award, again with Succession, with Demon 79, with Happy Valley, etc., the quality is so high. And part of that, to my mind, is the brilliantly mixed economy that we have, where we have public service broadcasters, we have other broadcasters, we have the streamers, and that balance, giving all those different routes to market, so to speak, I think really engenders a lot of
I
quality.
think Harry was worse than I was, so I got more heat.
Yeah. Traitors, The Coronation, still Strictly Come Dancing is still, you know, so popular, gets people sitting in their sitting rooms and watching it in real time.
Sunday I'm having to travel back to now on a Sunday I'm in London at the back of the Red Carpet being interviewed and stuff like that with my best mate. So it's like unbelievable. I can't even comprehend what's happening. My feet haven't touched the ground yet. And it's just a dream come true.
I see no reason why it won't. You know, it constantly surprises us. People constantly come up with new and amazing formats that get an audience absolutely hooked and a nation having a conversation. So I think there's life there yet.
Oh, everyone knows about it. But yeah, it was after that first couple of episodes I thought this is going to be something special.
We would never we would never comment on His Royal Highness's schedule. But he is a huge supporter of Bafta and very, very supportive of everything we do, and we really appreciate his involvement. Thank you so much, guys. Stay cool.
I mean, I've always said this, which is absolutely mental, and everyone says, but you're an idiot. My best advice is you have to go in there and trust someone. And obviously the whole game is about not being able to trust anyone, but you need that person there with routine. Because if you go in as a solo ranger and you've got theories or you've got things you want to bring to the table, if you've got no one to back you or support you, no one's going to go with you. So that, I get that, you need to react. And also it works vice versa. If someone's coming at you and wants you to be gone, if you've got
my best advice is that you need to go in there with open arms, play it yourself and be like, don't fight anything, but then also find a person
I'm very grateful to be here.
Yeah. You need to kind of like befriend everybody in there, right?
Yeah.
And have people stick up for you and then fight your battles for you.
Yeah.
We do. Sometimes we were called out. We wouldn't even respond. Someone else would
Someone else
jump
will
in.
just jump in, yeah, and then that takes the attention off yourself.
But I said, you know, black tie, a bit of camp, a bit of vibe, and
Start, round table start. Everyone wanted to go boom and go, oh yeah, that was quite weird actually, and then it's all just like, it's absolutely mental, like, it's a great mental love, so, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, it went to screening. It's fine.
Yeah, everyone chased me and pulled pictures, and like,
There's a lot of gritted teeth. Like when we were watching it, hi everyone. I remember we got found in a WhatsApp group and we got added to that. I think the first thing we put in my phone there was sorry.
You want it, Rosie?
I feel good with 15. At 12, I feel good with 13.
Yeah, lovely. I'll bring you over next time.
I was in live. Felt like that was a bit extreme, but too much. Yeah, we're still split messaging. We've got a good track going. We've seen karaoke and so yeah, everyone's
Something might be being cooked up at the moment. Thank you so much, James.
Hello. Are you good for me to bring Aina over? Because I know you guys and... I'll tell you the plan. Fine. If that's all right. Sorry, it's just...
And then as soon as the event was ready, my taxi's outside of going. That was like, I got it.
Thank you so much for chatting with me. I'm going to be in there when you do that. Where are you? This finishes at 4.
Oh, do I need to carry on? Yeah, with Sharon, it was like when she walked in the house, it was like, oh yeah, this is normal. I don't know, you know when you're a bit like so surreal, it just felt so normal. And I feel like we got each other really well. Like I got her and she got me, and yeah, we just had this really nice like friendship. Like it was kind of like a family friendship type thing. And yeah, she was always interested in what I was doing, and I would always be interested about her. She's got some awesome stories. And yeah, we just really got along, and I think she kind of just saw me as like her son in the house. But yeah, I love her for this. She's an amazing woman.
How did it kind of feel when you left?
Yeah, I think I left in a backdoor eviction, so I had some time to like process. I had 24 hours to process everything. But after it was just like people recognise you more. That's one of the things.
Do you guys want to realise it as well? Yeah. Yeah, lovely. Perfect. I'm glad because that's my show.
Oh, nice. I want to be dancing with everyone.
So what we're doing is you'll have Bradley, and then he's going to go to Global, and then we'll swap, and you can have Emma. Okay, lovely.
I'm like, do I lean over? No worries. Am I holding? No, you're holding that. I'm like, amazing. Oh.
So first of all, how does it feel to be here today? What are your favourite TV moments of the year as well?
Oh, okay, good question. I feel like I'm very grateful to be here. I think, like, when I was growing up, I always wanted to, you know, experience this red carpet with amazing people. So yeah, very grateful and very surreal to be here right now. But I think my favourite TV moments of the year, it's got to be Traitors. Traitors has got to be one of them. It was just iconic. I was gripped from start to finish. And then Big Boys as well. If it's not reality, Big Boys. And I was actually really lucky to work with Harriet on Rec as well, and she's in Big Boys. But yeah, that was incredible drama, 100%. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, obviously you were in the most recent series of Celebrity Big Brother. Why did you decide to go on it? This is obviously like a rebooted series. Yeah, why did you decide to go on? I know you've spoken a bit about wanting to be open about your autism diagnosis and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe you could just speak a bit on that.
Yeah, definitely. I think when I got offered to go on the show, it was a bit of like a, do I do it, do I not? And I remember signing the contract and it was like 3 days before I went in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm still not going in, like it doesn't feel real. And then obviously I went in. But the main reason I did say yes in the end, it was more like you said, it was like, growing up there was not many representation, especially being queer and autistic, like I couldn't really name a couple really. And I think I've always wanted to be an advocate for neurodivergency, and I think having a platform on ITV, it's unheard of really to see an autistic people just say they're autistic. I know that sounds really stupid, but I wanted to be that and give it to people, and the amount of messages and the positivity I got back from it was just, it was overwhelming, but very, very grateful. And yeah, I'm so glad that people could see, like, even if they don't like resonate with me altogether, like little parts of me that they're like, oh, I feel seen on TV. That's all I ever want and all I ever asked for. So yeah, it's been very, very happy to do the show. Yeah.
And obviously the way that you sort of came off of the show was so like sudden. It was such like a plot twist. Were you expecting that at all? Like, what was that moment like for you? And did you get to say goodbye properly?
Yeah, so it was really weird. So we obviously we did nothing the whole day. Like they probably didn't show this because we did nothing the whole day. We did actually do the spa treatment, but we made that up ourselves. So we're like, we're definitely doing a task today. Like, what's happening? And then at 8 p.m. here, we don't know the time, but it was around 8 p.m. here, and they were like, oh, it's a rendezvous, and I was a bit like, okay, the final's in 2 days, someone's going to, like, late, there's not going to be 6 of us in the final. Like, I'm quite logical, I'm like, there's not going to be 6 of us in the final. And then when I was the last one, I turned to Dave and I was just like, I'm going home, I feel it. And then I went in the room, saw AJ, and then my brain was still like working 1,000 miles per hour. I was like, is AJ my friend? Because I met AJ a couple of times, like, is she my friend or what is going on? Then the lights went red, I was like, oh, okay. And it was a weird moment because I just felt so grateful and so like, I didn't want to cry, I didn't get upset, I was just like, wow, what an experience, and I ended this way, and luckily, old Big Brother, I don't think they would let me say goodbye, but this Big Brother let me go in the house, say goodbye, and then I was meant to go through the main entrance to go out onto the stage with no one there, but the door was broken, so I went to the diary room, but yeah, it was very surreal, but yeah, I loved every moment.
Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy the sun. Hello. Hello. Right there. Am I looking too sweaty? Am I right? No. I don't know. I was like, no, they're not. No. But I mean, to be a part of a show like that was very incredible. For that to be like my first acting thing I've ever done, and be around a group of such amazing people, inspirational people, and to have a queer show and something that's very close to my heart. I was just, yeah, forever grateful. Like, I can always look back in life and be like, that happened.
Jonathan Baker's joining. How exciting is that?
I know. I didn't meet him though. I didn't meet him, fuming. But yeah, he'll be there. And yeah, what an amazing person to be a part of it as well. And yeah, I think he's a massive fan of the show as well. So I think he was as excited as all of us were. But yeah, maybe I'll meet him at the premiere. Maybe.
I think because it's like teenagers that I've never met
either of them. Because I'm only in the school season, so. But again, premiere. Hopefully, Jonathan Baker goes to the premiere.
That'll be that. I'm hoping.
Oh my god, it's
walk into the Cherry Road, but I had the best time. I made the bestest friends, and yeah, I wouldn't. Looking back now, I would never blow on it, and I'm so glad I did. So, oh, fuck it, I went on it. But yeah, I had the best time and made the most amazing friends. I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Sure. That must have been quite a risk for you as well. Like you never know how it an hour, 24 hours.
Yeah, definitely.
There was plenty of drama in the house.
Oh my god, yeah. I think the one thing that was in the back of I trusted myself a lot. I know I'm a nice person, and I knew that I would only be there just and having a good time. So I trusted myself in that instance to be like, I'm not going to get cancelled as such, but yeah, I was just myself, and that's all I could be really.
I mean, I presume you watched X Factor back in the day. How was it to be in a house with Miss Sharon Osbourne and Louis Walsh?
I know. I'm not here, but them two walked out, then it's like, oh, there you being judged. And they walked out and was like, this is normal. This is so normal. And yeah, them two were just very different but very funny. And yeah, me and Sharon we got along really well. We just had so much fun together. And she did say I was her favourite. So.
I mean, were you surprised when they were like, because they both kind of opened up about their showbiz secrets and whatever, did anything like surprise you?
Everything that came out of Louis' mouth surprised me. It was like, Louis, you're being recorded. And there was one day, it was like quite late in the evening, and he just started doing this and speaking, and he was like, they won't show it. And I went, they're recording Louis. And he was like, no, they won't show it. I went, Louis, you're just Louis. And he was convinced there was no cameras in Sharon's room, which I think is where all the tea got spilled in Sharon's room. But yeah, Louis, you never know with Louis. You just gotta like speak to him. The next thing you know, he's just saying all this drama, and you're like, fair, yeah.
And what's next for you?
I've been in rehearsal all week for Babies the Musical, which is a new musical coming to the other palace, where Heather started as well. And it's going to be really one day. I feel like all the hearts of my class are getting on stage for some reason. But yeah, here was my first class. Very excited to be a part of an amazing new production as well.
Amazing. And well, when you're here, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't take anything with it. I left them there.
I think Ina might have. I'll keep my eyes out.
Yeah, vodka lime soda.
What do you guys think about
Things that I can figure out.
Let me get a
with the excitement.
Yeah. enjoy. And Ellie Simmons nominated.
Right, you were told that you guys want to speak to them. Right. Yes. Right, I got to kind of keep so yeah,
Oh, well, it wasn't good.
yeah, no, whatever you guys want.
No, happy to. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Season 3, yes.
How are you guys feeling today?
It's amazing. It's just great to be in a show that people really enjoy.
Yes.
Just like general public, but then to get a nod at the BAFTAs, it's just that like cherry on the top.
Yeah, it's sort of the height of what you want in a way, because we have so much fun. It's so collaborative. Everyone works really hard, and the fact that BAFTA's recognised us is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And yeah, Slow Horses has done really well. What do you think the appeal is for viewers?
Oh God, I mean, I think it's just got so many themes in it. I think it's got a really unique tone. It's really funny.
It does, yeah. Also, it's very human. That it's no one's perfect in the show. I know.
Yeah.
Often with spy series, it's quite veneered and it's quite polished. But you see the working relationships and the working cogs of of each person, their fallibilities and stuff. So it's really quite human. It's a very human show.
Like really rounded characters and just something to relate to.
And I saw that the director said of Slow Horses that he was worried it wouldn't do well in like internationally. But Slow Horses has done really well internationally, specifically in North America, I think. So why do you think it has that sort of international appeal, given it is quite like a sort of very British, quirky kind of comedy?
I think it's a brilliant, authentic version of London.
It is, and it feels like London's a character.
Yeah.
And London's so recognisable.
It's so recognisable, and it's not squeaky clean. Like these characters are like, they work in filth.
Yeah.
And that feels quite real.
Yeah,
it feels real.
It does. They're down the pub as opposed to into a really nice bar having a martini.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
It's really grounded, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
If you go back to when I started out, Castaway was arguably the most organic, natural of the reality.
Hello. Are they going to let you over this road, or do you have to stay back there? Do that wherever.
But occasionally, a really authentic reality comes along, and I think that's what we're going to see in the next few years. You're going to see more authenticity, and it can go away from the shiny, primary colours, be just a bit more natural. Maybe it feels time to come full circle. 25 years ago, maybe I'll go back to reality.
We're going to do PA.
I love Tracy.
Hello guys. I've got the cast of big boys for you.
This is the cast of Big Boys.
Hello, PA.
And it's in a lot for everyone that works behind the scenes, and of course for me.
Hello.
Feeling groovy, baby.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's an honour, isn't it? A privilege.
I think it's probably a lot of the representation, a lot of the queerness, a lot of the bereavement, all of that, and how funny it is and how like normal it is. You know, we make it just like a slice of life.
Everyone can relate to that. We've all kind of suffered, haven't we? And maybe a few years ago, perhaps longer, it wasn't really talked about or discussed. And so now, I think, you know, Jack's interpretation of how life was for him was something that everybody could relate to in a way and go, yeah, I hear you. That's happening to me. I understand. And I am part of that crew. And also with bereavement as well and loss. We don't really talk about that, do we? We're British and it's like, but now we kind of can, because there's a lot of humour in loss and tragedy and death, sadly, but it can be hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny
Laugh
things
or
we've
cry,
all
and we
shared.
do both.
Yeah.
And as it's like a comedy show, when you guys read the script, do you instantly know sort of which bits are the funny bits, or is that something that you sort of find out while you're filming, if that makes sense?
So you can tell what bits are funny.
Yeah.
Jack's writing is exceptional. He's
Definitely.
very good at
Imagine
being
if
able
I
to-
did just go like, that's not supposed to be funny, and you're like, but I'm doing a big knob joke, Jack. I'd be like, no, it's a
Yeah,
serious
as you're
knob.
crying, telling us. It does speak to me now. Yeah, no, Jack, you can differentiate between the two quite easily. And obviously, sometimes when you get in the room and you play and everyone's very collaborative, wires might cross, and actually what was funny might not be, or vice versa. But on the paper, it's very obvious which is which.
And I like giving these guys the opportunity to like spice it up a bit and make different choices and kind of like, I think a lot of comedy is about being in the moment and it's all about timing, and if somebody does something funnier at the time and in the moment with all the conditions, then I'll take credit for that. Sometimes the funniest jokes of Big Boys aren't even the ones I've written, they're the ones these guys come up with on the spot.
He's not telling the truth. Everything he does is brilliant and funny. Yeah.
Definitely. He makes our job so much easier for sure, because it's just such amazing writing.
Children!
Thank you,
Thank you
darling.
so much. Thank you, you too.
Oh look, you've got right there. There you go, there's some Hoover as well. Please get a picture of you, me and Sophie there. They've got a cooler. Great. So I've had that on for a couple of hours. It's got loads in it. I won't go down and get more.
Not for me.
Oh, amazing. This is a proper dream come true, pinch me moment, isn't it?
Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, just, it doesn't seem real. Like, this doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like normal life. It's like a dream that you're just going to wake up from.
It is a dream, isn't it? Is this a dream, actually? Would you tell us?
Basically, wake us up. Or just leave us in it. Don't even wake me up. If it is a dream, don't wake me up, honestly.
People. You've got to give all the.
Right? Am I holding? No, you're holding that. I'm like, amazing. I got water. I got water, by the way. No, it's to share. So if you get a cup, take. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, yes. What's she nominated for? The Crown, yeah. Because I didn't actually get to speak to her at the premiere, so I would like, Leslie Manville. Yeah. Because Leslie's open not to ask, it's like, it's just a yes. Yeah, she was in, Anjana Basan, she was nominated, isn't she? And she, like Mirror, and she was in the film recently with Olivia Colman and Jessica Buckley. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally like people are coming. I love that there is literally a water machine out in the back up. Guys. Right.
Are you all recording the same interview?
Yeah.
Jonathan Price.
My first question is, did you guys ever think that Slow Horses would be the success that it has been?
No, I didn't. At the beginning, I had no idea how big it would become. And I think that's in some ways, that's a good thing for all of us because we were very focused on making that story and that script rather than, fulfilling what the audience might want.
As soon as I read the script, I thought it'd be a big hit. I really enjoyed reading it. So I know that sounds a bit kind of. I just thought it was going to be something as soon as I read it. Yeah.
I knew it was going to be successful, but I didn't realise it was going to be this popular. What do you think about it? I don't know. I think there's something about the English grottiness of it that, as an English person, you might know. We all go, oh yeah, no, that's really familiar. So to have that chaos working. We all know what that feels like, so I think that's hit the funny bone on a lot of people's arms, and I think it's really exciting as well. It's a good.
And it takes you a long time. It takes the audience a long time to find out who the hero is, if there is a hero. Everyone's an anti-hero, and that's kind of fun. You lock onto people you like. You're not told who to like, even though you should all like me.
It's intelligent.
Yeah,
like you.
Yeah.
And it's funny, and it's a bit scary, and it's, scary in terms of exciting, and it's different.
Yeah.
But the books are so successful. You know, Mick Herron, who wrote the books, the dialogue that he uses is so beautiful, and funny, and weird, and all the writers of the scripts have absorbed all of that intelligence.
What TV do you think we're looking for in the There's certainly more choice than we've ever seen.
The golden age, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few golden ages. I've seen most of them in my life. There is great television at the moment, really great television. And it's hard to keep up and, devote yourself to one series at a time rather than jumping about and binging. I quite like it when they don't let you see all the episodes at once. They're spread out week after week. You've got some to look forward to. But no, there's great television now. It has, yeah. Oh, yeah. Read the books if you want to know, but it's...
just as good, if not better.
You wouldn't know either. How does it feel to be representing the Crown as well tonight as well, especially after a very poignant series?
I'm not nominated for the Crown, but I am part of Slow Horses. That's why I'm here. So they can take care of themselves and on and on with Slow Horses. There you go. Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Oh, that's all. We're going to stop speaking French now. We go back to English. In the jungle, you have to work together, and there's a lot of things to do there. The camp is very big, which you don't realize when you're watching it on TV screen. But it's very far away to learn that water and you really have to work together. So we work very well together. Yeah, I work very well with everybody there. I think that you have to just...
There are people that I'm going to stop excited to meet.
Sorry, man, I'm not going to put this here. I don't want to spill it on you.
I know. I nearly said it then.
Pretty hot, but we will try our best.
I have to tell you, I am very excited for Maire's Tyres and Spills and 2 nominees in comedy for Extraordinary. We met before, yeah, of course. How are you? You okay?
We've got a lovely radio, guys.
All right.
Weather's great. We're always complaining about the weather in this country, and today is sunny, and everybody's complaining about how hot it is and how sweaty we are. I don't care. I love it.
Now, I want to ask, I mean, you spoke a bit about other stuff last week, but I want to ask about Gino and that show. I mean, how's that all going? Do you just have like the best time filming of all with those guys?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Really, really good. Unfortunately, this year we couldn't make the time, the 3 of us, but Gino and I are going out in June. We are going for 2 weeks. It's a show called Mission Impossible. And we're going to be traveling in Austria as well as Croatia. And the aim of it is to travel as green as we can possibly do. And it's going to be interesting with Gino. He doesn't like to do anything, and he likes his comfort. So yeah, I'm bracing myself for the worst. I might. Yes. Yeah, I love watching TV. Actually, I was watching Baby Reindeer. Did you watch Baby Reindeer?
Yes.
What a show! Don't you think?
Oh my god, incredible. Everyone's talking about it. I love that in such an era where
Hi! Doing so well. Oh, it feels like I'm in Australia, so I feel right at home. This is my happy place. Love it.
Everybody loves that series.
Everybody loves it. They do. I think it has such a strong appeal because people can emotionally connect with our couples. You know, I think we often hear from our audience, I feel like I can see myself on screen. So I think there's that real emotional investment that happens and people just become quite obsessed.
And with Maths, obviously it's such a kind of high stakes show for the people involved. How do you guys make sure that the sort of participants are like being taken care of properly?
Yeah, absolutely. The duty of care is a very strong part of what we do, and we have a team 24/7 behind the scenes looking after everyone from that mental health perspective. And of course, we're always there as well to offer support to people. But it takes a lot of resilience. It's a tough show. You know, it's not one that I would advise for everyone because it puts you under such incredible pressure.
And also recently you've been really sort of open about your cancer diagnosis. I'm just wondering, what has the reaction been like to that? I'm imagining it's been quite positive. What has that been?
It's been incredible. You know, not just Maths fans, but people in general, particularly the UK. I feel like I'm surrounded by a massive cuddle everywhere I go. I get so much support. And hearing from people who've had colon cancer, but also people who are maybe noticing some symptoms, maybe their tummy doesn't feel right, saying to me, thanks for the nudge, I'm going to go check it out. And that means the world.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Yes, so Danny's going to represent at the very end of the night. What's that? It's a form of the deal. It makes sense that we're doing it. I don't know. I read through some of them. I don't know how to recognise them.
Hiya, we've got Ricky Hatton coming up.
No, I'm a British. Just
Hello. This way. Hello. I'm good. I'm very hot at the moment, temperature-wise, and not in a sexy way. I can smell someone's wonderful perfume. I don't know who it is, but it feels like a really chaotic rave for posh people at the moment. But yeah, I'm having a great time, and to be nominated was something that I didn't really expect or never envisioned in the past. But I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
And Happy Valley has done so well as a series. It captured viewers' attentions in season 1, and then it just sort of like went with it. Like, people just loved it. Yeah. What do you think the appeal is? Why do people like it so much?
Sally Wainwright and her writing, and the group of people that she brings together, and how she collaborates with them, and Sarah Lancashire as well, and her performance that really drives the plot forward. And it's such a popular show, and for it, I think Bafta helped as well, because with the first season it won Best Drama, and then the momentum just kept building and building. So yeah, what a show to be a part of.
And also, Happy Valley is. Oh, I forgot my question.
It's the heat.
No, honestly, I think I'm going crazy. Sorry. So, Happy Valley is filmed in Halifax and also Huddersfield, and I think people in Yorkshire are sort of really proud of Happy Valley. So, why do you think it's important to have TV shows that are from the north as well as having TV shows obviously in London?
Well, to represent the north and those places that are outside London, really, and for people in those towns and cities to feel included and know that there are shows being made about them, and there's something that they can relate to. I think it's a beautiful part of the world. Halifax, Hebden Bridge, is Ripon, where we all we filmed a lot of the scenes. So I always enjoy filming up there.
And Happy Valley has really impacted viewers because it's been around. Has really impacted viewers. It's been around for such a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, has it impacted your life in any sort of way or changed your life? I mean, obviously you've been nominated for a Bafta. So.
Yeah, it's impacted my life in a very huge way, because before this I felt like I was playing lots of comedy roles, and this was a real chance for me to get my teeth stuck into a very complicated, dramatic character who has this huge journey and transforms in front of the audience. So I think for viewers, they're just drawn into these characters and the relationships that they have, and the storyline that Sally Wainwright has beautifully created. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm alright, you okay? You alright? I'm alive in some capacity, how are you? Cool. It's an honour to be the only stunt performer here. Kind of said something, doesn't it really? But yeah, I'm really proud to be representing the stunt department, the disabled community, all the people that contributed to my documentary. Win or lose, it's just nice to be at this event on a lovely spring day in London. Yeah, I mean, the way the media portrays spinal cord injury, disability, we have a long way to go. I've learned it's the language we have about ourselves and the world around us directly affects the life we get to live. And right now the language surrounding disability, whether that's at government level or in a societal level, needs to change. Now, the same with the stunt community. I'm the only stunt performer at the Baftas tonight. We are not getting an award, we do not get a category. I do believe that needs to change as well. So let's hope my documentary sparks a wider conversation, and I'm here to represent all those people. Cheers, all the best, bye-bye.
I feel very nice. I mean, I'm not going to be the first person to say that I mainly feel very hot, which is sort of beating down on any sort of celebratory emotions. But it's you know, that's rising to the surface. It's beating the sun. To win, it would be lovely, of course, but you know, that's genuinely, I can say, not, you know, you can't walk in thinking that way. I feel very lucky to have been fortunate enough to have had some success here before, so now I just feel like it's a nice opportunity to see people I know and wear an incredibly hot suit in the middle of the hottest day of the year. Well, you know, the thing that in the past, when I've been here, it's been for a show that I worked on for a very long time and was sort of defining for me, for want of a better word. And it's really, I really appreciate, you know, a new thing getting some recognition, because it makes me feel like I haven't, I don't know. It was a very scary thing trying something new, so it feels really nice to have a little nod, you know.
Could you also speak on? Oh, sorry. Could you also speak on some of the comedians and sketch shows that sort of inspired your sketch?
Oh wow. Well, I don't know. I kind of think that anyone from my generation would be lying if they said that The Office hadn't inspired everything. But you know, that's just a kind of tonal thing. Whereas I think my inspiration was from people who wanted to do something new. You know, I suppose you just kind of take a leaf out of the book of the idea that you should be trying to push things forward. You know, a lot of the stuff I'm doing in this show is really weird and tough at times. And I really just wanted to try risking something. So I've been playing a letting agent for so long, I thought, why not do loads of other stuff and throw stuff at the wall, you know. I am currently working on things that I'm annoyingly not allowed to talk about, but you know, I've got stuff coming out in the next couple of years. I've never closed the door on staff. I feel like I'm sorry. The plan is to one day get them back together. I can't be away from that cast for too long, so hopefully something will happen one day. I think that, you know, I think that truthfulness is everything. And I think that the idea that comedy is dying is mental, because that suggests that like laughter's dying. I just think that comedy is always going to be evolving and going in different directions, and I think that's actually just something really exciting. So thank you so much, guys. Cheers.
Did you guys want to still speak to Steve Coogan?
Great, yes.
Sure, yeah.
Would you like me to help her?
Hello. Hello, Hannah. What's the second question? All right. Well, it's always nice to be at the Baftas, and I mean, I don't come unless I'm nominated, because I think that's just hanging around. So I'm very grateful to be acknowledged by the Academy, because the role I played was quite a difficult one and was quite controversial, and there was a lot of opposition to it when it was announced, and so it was fraught with pitfalls. It could have been, you know, if it was handled badly, it could have been a terrible decision. But I think the BBC sort of vindicated by it, and you know, everyone involved had to perform their sort of role incredibly carefully to make sure that the result was something that was legitimate and a worthwhile endeavour, and you know, not least me playing the main role. So being acknowledged by the Academy, it feels like a sort of a vindication of that.
Did you apprehend that opposition that came once people found out that you would be playing Jimmy Savile? Did you think about that?
I understood some of the consternation. I think about me playing the role of Jimmy Savile. A lot of people, you know, some people on TV here see me as just a comic actor, but I've got a bit of provenance as a dramatic actor. I thought I knew how to do it. I understand the sort of some of the concern. I think the people who were concerned were wrong, because it's better to talk about things than not talk about them, generally speaking. And all the people involved were very professional, so I knew that the decisions made would be careful and considered. And and as I say, I didn't jump into it with both feet before I carefully looked at the script and raised concerns and made sure that it was going to be done the right way. I knew it was a gamble, but I thought it was a gamble that would pay off, and I think it has. The programme was made with the support of the survivors and their involvement, participation. So in the end, I think it justified itself.
How important exactly do you think it is that the survivors have their actual sort of voices in the show, so that it's not just?
I think the fact that some of the survivors participated in the show, I think, legitimises it and neutralises a lot of the negativity that was directed at the whole venture, because those people were there to their presence was an endorsement of that process and gave voice to it and legitimised it and made people realise why the programme was being made. It wasn't just a piece of entertainment. It was about looking deeply at how something like this occurs. I think some of the opposition, I think, was because people don't want to talk about things where they feel they may be culpable. And many people, including large swathes of the public, enabled Jimmy Savile by putting him on a pedestal. The media and the general public. So everyone in some ways is responsible, and nobody likes to look at something that went badly wrong. There's an instinct to want to sweep things under the carpet, but no good comes of that, because you don't then learn from your mistakes. So it's important to look at the past.
And I read online that you had done impressions of Jimmy Savile sort of beforehand, years ago.
Years ago, I did Spitting Image. I actually did the voice of the puppet on Spitting Image. That was a comic show, and that was before any of his crimes had been exposed posthumously. So I knew how to do them technically, but it's a very different thing from doing an impersonation to inhabiting a role in a way that's truthful and illuminating. So from a technical point of view, I mean, I've got a good ear. I can do accents and voices, but that's just the sort of dipping your toe in it. The rest of it is a more complex process. You're welcome.